It is time for the every Pokemon game tier list. I consider myself a huge Pokemon fan. I have actually played a ton of Pokemon games, and I used to think myself a Pokemon expert, but I have found out recently after trying to make this tier list, I am not. Loser! I'm gonna go through all the different games, literally every single game, so you'll find out what games I've played, what I think about them, where I rank them, and how it all goes. Now, when it comes to the tier list, I will say there are some biases. What do I mean by that? Well, you'll find out. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I will explain it. So, without further ado, let's just jump right into it. Let's go. All right, first game here. Pokemon Art Academy. Never played it. Pokemon Battle Revolution? Never played it. Pokemon Box. Never played it. Honestly, I've never even heard of it before. I don't even know where it came from, what it is, what it does. Don't know it.
I don't know you.
Pokemon Battle Trozei? I don't know how you pronounce this thing. This series, I kind of played it, kind of haven't. I played, I think, the mobile one.
You what?
But I know they're generally the same, just slight changes to it. I'd say it's pretty good. It's nothing amazing. It's definitely like a mobile game, even the ones on consoles. So, yeah, they're pretty good. Pokemon Cafe. It's a mobile game. It's all right. Honestly, there's not much to say about it. You can play it on Switch. You can play it on mobile. It's very mid. Yeah. Pokemon Camp. Not gonna lie, never heard of this. I have no idea what this is. Like, what is this? Pokemon Channel. I will say, when I was in school, I do remember getting these little like bookmarks advertising the game, and they had one of like each Pokemon. Never really thought anything of it. I don't even remember seeing it in stores, to be honest. Don't know anything about this game. Never played it. Never touched it. Sorry. Pokemon Conquest. All right, everyone, listen to me right now. If you've never played this game whatsoever, go out. If you don't have one, buy a DS, buy this game. If you don't have either of those, that's fine. Go get an emulator, go get the game. This is a must game. So anyone who knows me very well, I love strategy games. I love tactical games. Fire Emblem, triangle strategies, yeah, give me that shit. I'll eat all that shit up. Add Pokemon into the mix, you just got the perfect game. Such a great game. Is it S worthy though? That I don't know. It's definitely A. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. It's S class. Pokemon Dash. Never heard of this. I don't know what the hell this is. All right, so I know I'm gonna get some flack for this one, but I have never played Detective Pikachu. I'm so sorry. I know. I've watched the movie. Movie's great. Movie's awesome. Probably should play the game. I have the game. Actually, I don't even think I've opened the game. I even got one of those, that really big Pikachu amiibo from a friend for my birthday. But yeah, never played it. Pokemon Dream Radar. So I will say I've dabbled in it. It's all right. I think Pokemon Company was just trying to be weird. Wasn't that great. Kind of a boring experience. Pokemon Duel. All right. I remember when they broadcast this. I'm pretty sure I saw the direct or the Pokemon direct or wherever they posted this. I saw this. I could not, for the life of me, get into this game. It just looked so terrible. I was like, this is stupid. Why does this exist? Why did this need to exist? I don't think it did. Guess the employees at the Pokemon Company were just fans of Beyblade, I guess. So, yeah, it was pretty bad. Not very good. All right, Pokemon Go. The fuck is this? Granted, when it first came out, you know, it was a fun experience with like the community. Everyone kind of got together, played, talked to each other. That was really cool. Other than that, game sucks. Pokemon Hey You Pikachu. I love this game. Sadly, I never owned it. So the concept of the game was really cool at the time. As a kid, you're like, oh man, you get to walk around with Pikachu. You get to direct him and tell him what to do and go wherever you want. And you do it and you realize, fuck, this doesn't work. And that was the problem with the game, is half the stuff for it did not work. I liked the concept. I liked all the fun things you had to do in it, but it really didn't work. I want to put it in mid because it really was a game I treasure in my heart, but I can't. Pokemon Home. I don't really know why I put this on the list. It is technically a software game. That's about all I can really say with it. Learn with Pokemon Typing Adventure. All right, look at me, guys. Look at me right now. Have you heard of this? Do you know what the fuck this is? Have you seen this before? Do you know what this is? No. Who the fuck has heard of this? I've never seen this. Pokemon Legends Arceus. All right, so this was their biggest breakaway they've ever done in their entire life, and it worked. This game was really, really refreshing. It was nice to do something different. It was nice to be able to explore around and see your Pokemon, catch your Pokemon. Although there wasn't like much to do, the game did really focus on catching Pokemon. That's kind of what it was about. Gotta say, when I played it, really didn't care about the story. Just didn't care. Really didn't. And you want to know what my biggest problem was? I think the reason I didn't care because there's one issue with this game. Pokemon Company, Nintendo, Creatures Incorporated. It is 2022. Why the fuck is there no voice acting? I just don't understand. Honestly, I would put it in A, but you know what, Arceus? Your voice acting, you're pissing me off. All right, Pokemon, Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu. I know when this was coming out, there were a lot of mixed feelings on it. I know a lot of people didn't like the idea of it being from Let's Go, you know, based on Pokemon Go and all that other stuff, but I actually really enjoyed it. It was really good. I enjoyed it. Honestly, I'd say it's B. And obviously, Pikachu is better than Eevee. Fight me. All right, Pokemon Magikarp Jump. It's a game. It's definitely different. Yeah, it exists. Yeah, not really much to say about it. Yeah. All right, Pokemon Masters, another mobile game. So basically, it's kind of like a gacha. It's a gacha for trainers / Pokemon. It's really about the trainers, less about the Pokemon. Let's be honest here. It's all right. Nothing spectacular, really. It's a mobile game. But yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. So, and this kind of goes for all of them. Some of them I have not played. I will grant that. So it's a little biased when I say that. But I really do not enjoy the Mystery Dungeon games. I'm upset. I could not get into Mystery Dungeon. I played 3 or 4 of them. I couldn't. It wasn't appealing to me. I found it kind of boring. So unfortunately, they all kind of suffer the fate of that. Okay, Pokemon Picross. This is actually a very similar game to something else that exists. There's a Mario version of this. It came out on the Super Nintendo. I actually really enjoyed it. This was kind of made mobily. It's pretty good. Little shady, not gonna lie. Very mid. All right, Pokemon Pinball. This one I'm actually really disappointed to say. I have never played any of them. Pokemon Colosseum. I did not like it. Played the first one. Unfortunately, I did not play the other one. But yeah, I just couldn't get into it. I don't know why. I don't know. Didn't like it. You can't keep getting away with this! PokePark 1 and 2. I've never even heard of these games. I might vaguely remember it back in the day, but yeah, never played them. Pokken. This one I have an interesting relationship with. I did enjoy Pokken as a game in general. Like it is pretty fun. One of the main downsides with it, especially with me, is that I'm not a super hardcore fighting game person. But overall, it was all right. Like, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't amazing. Pokemon Puzzle Challenge. It is great. Pokemon themed. It's more of a puzzle game than it is an actual Pokemon game. A Pokemon Puzzle League. It is amazing. It is based on the anime. It's pretty much the same thing as the last game. All right, Pokemon Quest. Do I really need to say anything? My Pokemon Ranch. Never heard of this. Pokemon Ranger. There are 3 games for this. I've played 2 of them. I absolutely love this series. I have a weird relationship with this one as well. When the first game came out, I really did not like the game at all. But then as I got a little older and played it a little more, it was actually really fun and it grew on me. But they are amazing games. I really enjoyed them. I would put them at a B. This is a very weird Pokemon series. I'm going to kind of lump them all together because surprisingly, there's a lot of them. But it's the Pokemon Rumble series. They're all kind of the same game. Let's be honest here. But they're all right. They're not very good, but they're all right. They're definitely like D grade. Pokemon Snap. I wasn't really a fan. I couldn't get into it. It was kind of boring. So it was all right. It wasn't amazing. Now for new Pokemon Snap, I will say it was a little better. It's B. It's like bottom B tier. One of my most favorite games in the entire series. Pokemon Stadium. Now, here's the thing. The game as a whole, I hate it. Pokemon Championships, the gyms, all that other shit, I hate it. It's stupid. They give you a Pokemon with random moves. You don't get to choose unless you upload it from your game. We'll get to that. And you just try to win. But there were two things in it that made it fantastic. First one, you were able to play your old red, blue, and yellow games on the system itself. You could put it up on the TV, which back in the day, you couldn't really do that. So that was amazing. You're able to do that, and you were able to transfer your Pokemon from the game to Stadium. All right, now the second saving grace to Pokemon Stadium is the minigames. Fuck the battles, fuck the gyms, give me the minigames. And the same thing with Stadium 2. You know, they added more minigames. It was great. I should put it at B tier. I really should, but I want to put it at A tier because I would love those mini games are so good. I guess this is an actual official thing. I didn't know about this. I'm pretty sure I have a friend who actually knows about this. Pokemon trading card game online. I've never really played it. Honestly, I didn't even know it existed. Pokemon trading card game. I never understood the card game. I never really understood how it worked. I didn't really get it, and didn't really like the video game of it either. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. So this is probably the weakest remake of them all. I absolutely hate the art. It is by far the worst out of all the Pokemon series. It's chibi 3D. It don't look good. Not to mention just Diamond and Pearl in general are really long games. So honestly, I'd have to put it in D. It's really just not that good. Pokemon Sword and Shield. This one I'm very mixed on. Story-wise, it was all right. I wasn't like blown away. Now, this was one of the first Pokemon games to really get DLC, so that was interesting. But they did add new gaming mechanics with the raids. They have been heavily pushing being able to play with your friends, which is great. I have one major gripe with it though. I fucking hate Hops. If this was an S tier, Hops brings it down to a D tier. Like, that's how bad Hops is. I fucking hate the guy. There's literally a part in the game where you're about to walk across this bridge and Hops across, and he's like, huh, you get any closer, I'll have to battle you. And I literally turn around like, all right, guess you're waiting forever. That's how much I hate him. Ever since they stopped making your rival an asshole, the rivals have just become annoying. For the most part, I did enjoy it. So honestly, I'd have to put it in B. I'm gonna lump them together. I absolutely hated Sun and Moon. Literally everything about it, I hated. I hated the story. Like, I did not care about the story. I hated that they got rid of gyms and replaced it with trials. Just overall, my experience with it was not very good. I should make another tier, like it's below D, but it's bottom D. I actually did not really like Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. They were all right for remakes. I like the things they added to them. Overall, I thought they were kind of one of the weaker remakes, but it's still a good game. It's still technically Gen 3, and Gen 3 is a great game. So, you know, just gonna, honestly, I'd say it's mid.
What the hell's going on?
All right, Pokemon X and Y. I have a mixed relationship with this as well. So this was right when Pokemon shifted from being a 2D game to a 3D game. I remember when it first came out, I absolutely hated it. I still don't like the 3D, don't get me wrong, but that really turned me off from the game. As time went on, I kind of grew to like it a little more. I think X and Y is a pretty good game. It's nothing spectacular, don't get me wrong. Like the story itself is like, it's kind of mid. I actually really like Mega Evolutions. It's a very unique thing to add to the battle. Honestly, I'd give it it's like bottom B. Pokemon Black. I really wasn't impressed with what they did with it. Story-wise, pretty mid. The Pokemon were kind of mid. Wasn't really feeling the region either. It was kind of, like I said, just kind of mid all around. Now, in regards to Pokemon Black and White 2, I absolutely loved the story in Black and White 2. It was probably one of the best Pokemon stories I've ever played. So honestly, that puts it into the B range. Pokemon Platinum. It's all right. It's like maybe a little bit better than the originals. So I think I'll hold on that and talk about just Diamond and Pearl in general. So Diamond and Pearl. The game in general was pretty good. Story was all right. Music was really good. Definitely in the B range. So yeah, it's more or less the same game. All right, Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. This was an interesting release because it came with a Pokewalker. I thought they did a very faithful job, and yeah, you're able to battle people online. It was pretty cool. That's pretty good. Emerald, Ruby, Sapphire. When it comes down to the Pokemon designs, they did a really good job there. I will say I thought the legendaries were very unique. Story's great, the art's great, music's great. However, I hate Emerald. Normally when they do the remake and they mesh them all together into a big ball of Pokemon, it's supposed to be better and people like it better. I did not like this one better. Pretty sure I got lost at one point. Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, A tier. Pokemon Emerald, it gets like low B tier. All right, Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. They added all the Pokemon from Ruby and Sapphire in there. They added extra islands, wireless capabilities, and better graphics. They basically gave the first game a huge facelift, and this was the first time they did it. So it was a nice touch. But overall, I think these are probably one of the best games out there. Honestly, yeah, they're about S tier. All right, Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal. Now, remember at the beginning when I said that there was gonna be some biases? Here's where I explain that. When it comes to these games, red, blue, yellow, green, gold, silver, crystal, they all fall into the same category where they are products of their time. When these came out, there was no internet. And with there being no internet, that means there was a lot of things about the game that you could not confirm. If there was a rumor about a game or something in the game back then, you just took it for your word and you tested. It kind of made the game more exciting and more interesting because you didn't know what was there. Sure, you could do the same thing with these newer games these days, but the only thing is, now that there's internet, everything's spoiled. Like, you look it up, it's there. Someone says something, you look it up, it's there. So it was a very different time back then. Not to mention, I also grew up with these games, so growing up with them as a kid, they were obviously going to be better to me than they would be to everyone else who didn't. Just wanted to state that. So they basically put 2 games in there. You got to play all of Johto, which was its own thing. They added a new typing, they added breeding, they added baby Pokemon. For some reason, that was the game of babies. Pretty much all the new Pokemon were like babies. It was kind of weird. And then on top of it, once you got done with it, you got to go back to Kanto and beat all those gyms and all that stuff. And, you know, Crystal was just a mesh into that, where they changed some of it, you know. So yeah, these games were great. I don't think I don't think I can put them in S tier. They're definitely A tier. They're like high up A tier. And silver is better than gold. Fight me on it. So red, blue, green, and yellow. I will say I have actually played green. I know it's weird. It's all in Japanese. Don't worry about it. I have actually played it. Games were great. One thing that really bugs me, I actually enjoyed the original Pokemon art there. The Pokemon designs were extremely different. Once the anime came out, they were like, all right, make all the Pokemon like the anime. And that's what happened in Yellow. Yellow, they made all the Pokemon look like the anime. Pokemon were great. They're very unique. I think it's one of the best design regions there. I know a lot of people complain with some of them being like too simplistic and weird, but they were great games, great story, very simple, and it's just a unique experience and it's fun. But I do think yellow is S tier, and then red, blue, and green are front A tier, and that is my tier list. You thought I forgot some, didn't you? Pokemon Unite. It's a game that tries to be like League of Legends. Unfortunately, you get the toxicity from League of Legends, so that sucks. Overall, though, it's a fun game. But yeah, I definitely say B tier. And Pokemon Playhouse. It's a child's app, so yeah. If you made it here to the end of the video, congrats. You are truly S tier. Now, just remember, these are all my thoughts and opinion. This is how I feel about the games. This is my experiences through them. Whether you feel the same way or not is completely up to you. This is completely opinionated, and you may feel differently, and that's okay. And if you feel different about any of these games and you think you should rearrange them, tell me what you think in the comments. Feel free to let me know what you think should be in each tier and maybe make your own. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I will catch you guys in the next one.